Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International. It's now time for a second and final topic of discussion for today. And as we noted in our introduction, we're going to be tackling the tourism industry in Egypt and promoting tourism in Egypt. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Mohamed Aziz, tourism expert. A very good morning, Dr. Aziz, and thank you so much for joining us on The Breakfast Show. Dr. Aziz, do you have my voice?
I'm afraid not.
Well, Doctor, first of all, if you can...
I'm afraid not. Okay. I'm getting your voice now.
Yes. Can you please turn down the volume of your television set, please?
I'm taking off the television. Okay.
First of all, Dr. Aziz, if you can tell us about the decision or the statements made by Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, Prime Minister, saying that Egypt has been preparing for a huge celebration to promote Luxor City as a major touristic attraction or destination. Can you please shed the light on this and its importance?
Yes, of course. Luxor it is considered as a unique product, and we can never say that there is no other cities all over the world like Luxor. Luxor enjoyed having a Luxor Temple, Karnak Temple, and the West Bank as well. And most of the tourists will enjoy very much having a tour in Luxor, in its temples, in its streets, and to overlook Karnak Temple and Luxor Temple, and also the West Bank sightseeing as well.
Yes, Dr. Abdelaziz, also, what about the importance of the Kibesh Road development project in particular, and how do you think it adds value to the already magnificent touristic destination?
As a matter of fact, we can say that it's a kind of renovation. It's a kind of a new phase of Luxor. It gives Luxor, as you said, a new value, and it will be considered, in my opinion, as one of the prime destinations for cultural tourism for every tourist from all over the world.
Dr. Abdelaziz, how do you see the government's interest in Luxor, which contains more than 2/3 of the world's antiquities?
As a matter of fact, the word Luxor itself, it means palaces, and it means that the city is full of palaces. And in my opinion, it will be the prime location or the prime travel destination for every tourist from all over the world, and especially because it is situated in the Nile Valley, and people will enjoy very much having this sightseeing in Luxor, having a look in Luxor Temple, in Karnak Temple, and also on the side on the West Bank as well, was the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens as well.
Doctor, how do you think that the preparations participating in the promoting Luxor Governorate under the slogan Luxor in its new dress?
In my opinion, I think Luxor will be an attractive point for, as I said before, every tourist from all over the world, because Luxor is full of sightseeing, it's full of monuments, it's full of things that tourists will like to see, will like to have a look at, will like to live at. Because if we will compare between Luxor and other cities in Cairo or in Hurghada, I will mean here that Luxor will have some privileges. The open temples, the spaces, the stories of the queen and the kings will give an enjoyment for the tourists to see it, to feel it, to live it, and of course it will be a great opportunity for each and every tourist to say stories about the time they will spend in Luxor.
Yes, indeed. Also, Dr. Abdelaziz, I would like to know from you, what are the programs and initiatives launched by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, and also in collaboration with the tour companies in this regard?
As a matter of fact, and especially after being in such a duration of the COVID-19, where everybody suffered from being away of the tourist map and away of the tourism activities, I think that the Ministry of Tourism and especially the tourism authorities will do whatever it takes to take Luxor to an upper stage, and especially after this new renovation. Because, in my opinion, as a tourist, if I will come back to a destination once again, I will need to see something new. I will need to see that this country will take care of its monuments and will do the needed development for this destination to come back again and to be again an attractive point for tourists from all over the world to come and to visit Egypt and especially Luxor.
Yes. In your opinion, sir, and as an expert as well, how can we boost domestic tourism according or given its important role in supporting the tourism sector in general?
In my opinion, sir, it's a matter of a positive word of mouth. Whenever a tourist will come to Egypt and will enjoy the stay, and people will be generous with this tourist, and I mean here people working in the industry, or in other words, people working in the atmosphere surrounding the industry. In this situation, people will go back to their countries and will stay and will start to say stories about their visits. The positive word of mouth in marketing is the most powerful tool that can lead other peoples to come to Egypt, and in my opinion as well, what the government is doing nowadays will give a great opportunity for the tourism companies to better market Luxor as a tourist destination in Egypt.
Yes. Dr. Abdelaziz, as we're wrapping up, I'd like to listen to your closing remarks or comments and recommendations.
Let me say that Luxor is, once again, is a unique product. It's a unique city. No other countries all over the world is similar to Luxor. And I do recommend each and every tourist from all over the world to come and to visit Luxor. And meanwhile, they will have a great opportunity as well to visit Hurghada and other cities in, I mean here, other touristic cities in Egypt. And I'm quite sure that people will enjoy very much their stay in our country.
Dr. Mohamed Abdelaziz, tourism expert, we really appreciate your insight, and thank you so much for joining us live on The Breakfast Show. Dear viewers, by this we come to the end of today's episode of The Breakfast Show. We hope that you've enjoyed this very interesting episode. You were in the company of myself, Karim Gamaluddin, and my colleague Mohamed Abdelrahim. Until we meet again, this is goodbye.